Hey everybody, and welcome back to our iRacing coverage of the Formula Vee series. We are in week 2 of 12, and we are at Oulton Park Circuit. I believe this is the Foster's configuration.
Good race,
and
everyone.
we managed to get pole on this particular race, and we did manage to keep it. So, spoiler alert, we did win this particular race, but it wasn't a race that wasn't without some excitement. So here we are. We are waiting for the grid to line up, getting ready to do our standing start and everything. This is always kind of a
Let's all just take it easy through the first big braking zone on cold tires.
Because when we started this particular race, I got car number 1. And that basically means that I am expected to finish first. So I went ahead and qualified, and, well, luckily we did get pole. Lights are green, and we are rolling. Now, I didn't get the best start, so I'm still trying to figure out how much throttle to put down to keep from spinning the tires. So we didn't get the best start, and our second place guy is now in first. But I did manage to, we did manage to get a gap back to third, so I was really excited about that because we're coming up to a big braking point here. And my worst fear with this particular rookie series is starting out front and being piled into from the back in the first big braking zone. Now this particular track is fairly simple. It's just a big circle, if you will, a bunch of round right turns. Maybe one or two lefters in here, but nothing of any great consequence. And we're coming up to our second braking zone here. And I'm coming into this, I back off because I don't want to spin out and I don't want to hit this guy. And what's he do? He spins out, hands me the lead, and thank you very much. So this car is very, very temperamental. And I'm coming to figure out that this car does not like to be overdriven. So if you overdrive it, you're going to be penalized with a spin out. It doesn't like to be turned, or it doesn't like to be downshifted very quickly. So you got to be kind of real careful. This is a big braking zone, downshift here. We go a corner, and then we have one more, like I said, back at the last corner. And those are the two big areas where you're going to spin out on this particular track. So the race here really is between me and the guy that's right behind me. You can see him down here in the lower right in the TV camera view. He is hugging me pretty close. You get little screenshots of him in the left rear from time to time in the in-cab view. And basically this corner here, this catches out a lot of folks. You saw it in the first lap. A lot of folks spun there. One, because their tires were cold. Two, that corner is very easy to overdrive because at the apex, it fades away down the hill, takes a lot of weight off the tires, and all of a sudden the whole car gets awful light. Another interesting factoid, if you will, about this particular track and this car is, if you don't come through this part right here, full throttle, you're almost guaranteed to spin out. So I was doing another race, and I had to let off the throttle there because I wanted to back off from someone. I felt a little bit too close. Didn't want to go into that braking zone that close to them. So I backed off a little bit and spun out. If I had left to get throttle down, the car would have been stable and not spun. But my trick for this last corner is really figured out that I had a little bit of a cadence. So coming up here, I go like this. Brake, downshift, roll through the corner, throttle. And basically every single turn, or every single lap at that corner, that's what I'm going through my head. Brake, downshift, roll through the corner, throttle. And if I say it at the right speed, then that is literally exactly when I hit the brake, hit the downshift, roll through the corner until I say throttle, and then we gas it up. Once I figured out that timing, That corner no longer is that tricky, other than on cold tires, of course. Now, this corner we just went through is also a tricky one. You got to come in hard brake, downshift, and then you kind of got to roll. Like I said, you got to roll through that corner. And once you know you're going to make it through the corner, you stab the gas and get on it. Now this guy in second, we trade it for a little bit of laps. He'll come up on me close, and then he'll fade back. I don't know if he's just fading back because he doesn't want to be super close. I don't know if he's just missing some brake zones, missing some throttle, some turn-in points. But yeah, he was giving me a good little run. I was trying not to focus too much about where he was as far as behind me or anything. I was trying to focus on my race, and the thought process was if he was going to beat me, he needed to beat me at my race, and not let him beat me by messing myself up here. Yeah, it's a really good race between me and this guy behind me. The rest of the field, we've pretty much checked out from them. They are several seconds behind as far as third place goes. Now at this point, he has really closed up the gap. He got through that last corner a lot better than I did. He carried a lot more speed. Was able to really close the gap coming down the front stretch. Backs it off a little bit here. And then I think I get through this corner a little bit better than he does on a regular basis. Poking his nose over there. He's not beside me. He's not really, as you can see, in a position to be passing. I don't know. I think he's maybe coming out there. He's trying to put some pressure on me. We think maybe he's ready to pass. Again, coming up through here, we find our braking point. Brake, downshift, roll through the corner, throttle. That corner was, that was a pretty good corner, I think. This corner really is lift, turn in, and then hammer down. And then you just hope that you don't slide out off the course now. And then right there, that was really an unfortunate incident. I think he missed his braking point or he missed his downshift. Held the brakes on a little bit too much. Either way, he slid wide there and sadly just wasn't able to recover at that point. I mean, these are pretty short races. We are at about 9 minutes into the race at this point. There's only 3 more minutes left in the race, so there really isn't a lot of opportunity to catch back up. Did have a feeling that he was possibly a little faster than me. Just having a hard time finding a good place to pass, and having a hard time with maybe getting back up because I do think I was a little faster there in turn 3. You can see the gap now that we have between first and second in the lower right corner there. Like I said, I kept an eye out on the relative screen, and he never really was able to gain any more time on me. In fact, he did seem like he lost some more time. So he may be like myself. So I have an issue where if if I'm running by myself, I will actually end up slowing myself down. If I'm running with someone, then I'll be faster. And it won't just be because there's a draft. It's just that I can keep up the timings and I don't mess up my turning points. Maybe I'm a little bit more paying attention to what's going on. I just find myself, I drive consistently faster if I'm around other cars than if I'm suddenly by myself. So I think that may be kind of his point also. And we're coming up to the final lap. So that was the flag guy over there on the right, giving us the white flag. So literally through my head right now is, don't screw up. Like I said, through here, you gotta have throttle down. If you lift up, then you're gonna slide. You just brake, downshift, roll, gas. This car really is fun to drive. On a new track, it can be frustratingly difficult to figure out your braking points, your throttle points, and your shifting points. But when you get it all figured out, man, it is a joy to drive around.
Hey, P2, why don't you yeet it on that last turn?
Gary, great race. Sorry you bobbled back there on turn 4.
And there we go. We have won 2 weeks in a row in the Formula Vee series.
Good race, everyone.
At this point, I just do kind of a victory lap. Again, I'm hesitant. I'm hesitant to
From last
break my
from
race
last
pace.
to P3.
Because again,
I'm happy with that.
If you take it easy, you can find yourself spinning
Sure.
out. It's really interesting. This car
That in that last
loses
race,
a lot of grip if you're not
sometimes it's the
throttled
safest.
down.
I mean, I feel like if I would have actually qualified, I didn't get to qualify because I ran off the track in both qualifying sessions. I think I would have probably gotten P2, P1 maybe, but Aaron, you were pretty quick. Alright, see you later, everyone.
So here we go, just pulling on into the pits. Good day's work. Hope you guys are enjoying the coverage here on Formula Vee in iRacing in the channel. If you do, please go ahead and click that like button and let me know in the comments, what do you think of Formula Vee? Have you given it a try?